Imagine that it's an average day and you go out to your mailbox to check the day's mail. You bring it inside, set it on the table, and begin an unconscious process of categorization. This process, although unconscious, takes place hundreds of times per day. Here's what it might look like for your mail. Then, based on past experiences with mail, you assign tasks to each of the categories like this. Let's apply the same principle to your everyday thoughts. We will begin by categorizing them like this. When discussing this with your therapist, the conversation often goes a lot like this. Mail comes from other places, but my thoughts come from me, so there must be some meaning behind them. Your thoughts are not coming from you the way you think they are. They are coming from a mechanism within you that is separate from the you that has anything to do with your morals, values, and character. They are junk, just like the mail. So how do I separate and categorize them in my head? How do I know which thoughts I should listen to and which thoughts I should throw away? You can start by noticing that certain thoughts provoke a feeling of discomfort or anxiety. When you notice these feelings, that is an indication that you might be experiencing an intrusive and disturbing thought. Next, look for evidence that supports the thought. Sometimes when we have intrusive thoughts, we experience a phenomenon called confirmation bias. When this occurs, your mind looks only at the evidence that supports the thing you already think is true and ignores other evidence that does not support the feared thought. For example, I mention this phenomenon because it may appear when you're looking for evidence to support or contradict whether or not a thought is an intrusive, irrational thought, or whether it has any merit. The thoughts that are not supported are like the junk mail and must be tossed out. Tossing thoughts out does not mean distraction or telling a thought to go away. A better way to react is to place it where it belongs, in the trash, and sit with the discomfort it creates. If you do this for long enough, you will see how you are able to handle these feelings. You are not getting rid of thoughts when you toss them out. You're placing them in the appropriate place. Much like throwing away your junk mail in the kitchen trash doesn't get rid of it. It just puts it in a place where it can wait to be permanently discarded.